lovely Libra, my name is Gordon and we're looking at the monthly overview for the astrology, excuse me, the monthly astrology for the month of May 2015. Now my name, as I said, is Gordon, and if you do like the channel, you do like the videos, and please press the subscribe button because that means you get a regular update as and when the videos come out on a weekly basis, because I do the monthly astrology, and also of course I do the weekly astrology, which is a little bit more in depth. So lovely Librans, what a month May has for you. This can work out as being very intense around the emotional front as well, and leave you feeling that you've got necessarily what you want from this month. I'm going to start really with the full moon, and the full moon occurs in your second house, and is particularly good, I feel, with you Libras to get rid of, because it may put you in a position where you are necessarily overreacting to a situation. But as soon as we come into May, that that energy disappears, and we really need to look for you guys to go for the energy of the new moon. Now this really is going to leave you quite in a position of empowerment, and that is really the key to the month of May. Is this empowerment? Is this necessarily an ability to move on to a different level, move on to a different plane? Because you may have been finding, certainly as you've gone through through April, and as we go on into May, but specifically more towards the back end of May, I mean, because you're going towards the sort of 23rd, as the sun moves from Taurus into Gemini, there is a total shift of energy around you. And I do feel that there will be a moving on in some description, because the energy for Taurus for you Librans can be quite intensive. And it's also very good for love, it's very good for relationships, this new moon that is coming in. It's going to empower you, it's going to allow you to move into a totally different sphere. And this is what May is all about for you, it's about transition. The power for you guys, now you've got to remember that of course you're an air sign. You are ruled by Venus, or Venus is one of your ruling planets, and Venus really gets a wonderful kick this month, certainly as far as emotions and drive is concerned, and a feeling of really being on top game. But the emphasis this month, really this month has to be where the sun moves into Gemini, one of your sister signs. And it sits in the house of learning, it sits in the house of advancement. It gives enormous power up here as well, because it's joined by Mars. Mars is all about getting things done. It's all about getting things out in the open as well. The 9th house, which is where all this takes place, you've got the sun in there, you have you have the sun in there, you have Mercury in there, and you also have Mars. Now this combination, is quite powerful, because Mars provides the drive, but we also have to remember here that we have Mercury, and Mercury this month is going to be going retrograde. It's going to be slowing up. Now anything that you take on board from round about the beginning of the month is actually, the actual dates are around about 3rd, 4th of May. They are quite critical dates because that's when Mercury enters its shadow. Now people think about Mercury retrograde as being, just when the planet goes stops or appears to stop, etc. There's a totally new, there's a video that I produced actually on Mercury retrograde. But the thing is here, it's showing that something is coming into being for you Librans. There's a project or a focus that would start around the beginning of the shadow time, and this is around about, from memory, about 3rd, 4th of May, so it's around about that time. Whatever started there will go on. It's not something that's going to be necessarily finished that quick. So you're going to have an ongoing project as you go through May, which will lead necessarily into June before it's finalised, or past June before it's all finalised. But the key is here, and what's really important, is that it opens up an area of your life. Now, this can be to do with learning, it can be to do with anything to do with contracts, anything to do with, this is an area that's ruled by legals as well, that sort of thing, contracts, legals, areas of your life that need clarification and need ticking in boxes. So something from the past showing itself that needs to be moved on in a set sense. So it's not an emotional sense, this is to do with things of a practical nature. Really come under the spotlight in May and get tidied up and sorted out and moved on. Great time also for you Geminis, you know, for you Librans, to concentrate on what it is that you want on a higher level. May, the overall picture for May is about moving on, making a new life and gaining something. So whatever's happened in the past is going to be left in the past, and you can look forward by the end of May to a shinier sky where you can be thinking, yes, I've now made that transition. Fantastic month for you Librans. Very important month. Thank you very, very much for getting involved. Remember, if you do wish to subscribe, please press the red button, and that will get the videos to you on a regular basis. And of course, the weekly updates that will follow. I look forward to speaking to you again soon, and thank you very much for tuning in.